Hello, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Today's episode is a listener's request.
Okay, great.
So thanks to ETDI513 for inspiring today's episode.
Okay, cool.
So
what are we talking about? What is the request?
So we want to talk about unique body reactions.
Unique body reactions.
Yes.
Okay.
Our listener, ETDI513, he shared something unique about how his body reacts to new food.
Okay. So Ichidai is a man for sure?
We don't know.
Okay, then maybe we should say they. Not he or she, they.
Okay.
Okay, so how their body reacts to new foods.
So he said, or they said, I should say, they try new food, their stomach gets upset, even when the food isn't spicy or oily.
Oh, okay. I think, some people have sensitive stomachs, maybe. So, maybe Ichidai has that kind of sensitive stomach, I guess.
His stomach is a little too sensitive
Yeah.
than average people.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So I don't think I have this sensitive stomach, but how about you?
I don't really have a sensitive stomach either, but I'm getting more food problems as I get older. So when I was young,
Yes.
my nickname in my family was the goat.
The goat.
Not the greatest of all time, not that kind of goat. But because I can eat anything and I eat everything. I'm a big eater.
Okay.
Like a goat, right? Goats eat everything.
Yes, they can eat papers, right?
Yes, they eat paper, they eat anything. They eat t-shirts, whatever. I didn't eat paper. I did not eat t-shirts, but I ate everything. And so my mom, as a joke, she called me the goat.
Oh,
That's how strong my stomach was.
Okay. So your stomach has been changed since then?
Yeah, I think as I'm getting older, I notice I get an upset stomach if I eat really oily food.
Yep.
So things like tempura, which one of my favorite foods is tempura donburi. So I'm really sad about that. And also like wagyu. Wagyu is delicious, but I can't eat it. It makes me really sick. I feel like, nauseated.
Throwing up.
Yeah. And then also, like, since I was young, actually, garlic.
Oh.
Like, a little bit's fine, but if I eat something with a lot of garlic, I feel nauseated also.
Okay.
And for a couple of days afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a food allergy. I don't have an allergy to garlic, but it's definitely a sensitivity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I try to avoid garlic.
But my stomach is not too weak, but not strong either.
But I feel like you have a sensitive stomach, actually.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you often say your stomach is upset today, or I don't want to eat today because my stomach is upset. You often say that, actually.
Oh.
Maybe you don't notice, but I noticed.
Maybe you're right.
Well, maybe my collar is sticking up.
I sometimes feel strong appetite and sometimes not. So I guess I have a sensitive stomach.
Sometimes, but not always.
Yes.
Not always.
But I don't have a reaction like this listener.
Okay.
And then maybe you don't either.
No, but I always do for garlic, for sure. And I always do for oily foods like steak and wagyu and... What did I say? Oh, tempura, like oily fried foods. So I tend to avoid fried foods and like fatty meats. I eat a lot of meat, for sure, but I don't eat wagyu. Never eat wagyu. If I can pass by, I don't eat it.
Yes.
But I think for our listener, Ichidai-san, they probably have a sensitive stomach, as we mentioned. And I think for some people, it takes people some time to adjust to eating a new food.
I think so. For example, when I have tried Goya, for the first time in my life. I felt Goya is really, really...
It's like astringent. It's bitter. It's super
bitter. Yes.
Yeah, and also astringent.
Astringent means...
It's like shibui.
Shibui.
There's a shibu in
Okay.
there.
Yeah, and I couldn't finish the meal.
Okay. What about now?
I think I can't handle this Goya yet.
Okay. A lot of people don't like Goya, actually.
Yeah. Because...
I'm okay. It's the first time I tried it, I thought, okay, this is really not good. But I can eat it.
Yes.
I can stand to eat it. And I did eat it, and it was okay. I didn't feel sick or anything.
Yeah. I think I have tried a Goya recipe a few times in the past, but most of the time I had no problem with it. I mean, they used many ingredients to cover this. What's the astringent
taste. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I notice also it's not really a sensitivity, but things like takenoko, which is bamboo shoot in English. Before you can eat bamboo shoots, for example, you have to boil you have to peel it and boil the bamboo shoot in nuka, which is rice bran. And that apparently helps to get the shibu, that astringency out of the bamboo shoot. So I noticed, I think it was my mother-in-law gave us some a few years ago that she had boiled. And I had a really bad reaction, like itchy, almost like a food allergy. The inside of my mouth was itchy. And it wasn't very comfortable. But I noticed when I do my own, I do it really well. And I don't use nuka. I use just, when you wash rice, the water, I don't throw the water away. I use that to boil the takenoko, the bamboo shoot, and it's much better. And I boil it 2 times, not once.
Okay.
So boil it, and then throw that away, and then do it again with more rice water, and then the second time it's fine, usually.
So, yeah, the way you cook the foods is also important.
Yeah, things like that, like wild vegetables and wild plants, things that have a lot of bitterness or astringency need to be handled very carefully.
Right? Okay. So, since I don't have this food sensitivities, I do have this weird things where I hiccup. Yes, when I scratch my jaws and chin.
Can you show us?
No way.
No way.
I don't know when this started, but I have noticed this weird things when I was a high school student. So, when you grown up, your beard started growing.
I guess so. I'm not a boy, so.
Right. So I started using a shaver, laser shaver.
Okay, razor.
Razor. And then, you have to touch your chin, right?
Sure.
It started sudden.
When you were shaving?
Yeah, when I was shaving.
Okay, so you just started getting hiccups.
Right.
Okay.
It's really troublesome because I can't really shave.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
hiccuping.
Yeah. So I do have this weird body reactions.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. It's kind of funny, though.
Yes.
So usually, how long do you hiccup before they stop?
More than 10 minutes.
Really? Okay, that's a long time.
Right. It really bothered me. So I don't really like it. And
Okay.
I try not touch my chin and jaw.
Okay. So, but how do you shave now?
I quickly shave.
Okay, without pressing too much?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Which I think you didn't shave today.
I shaved it today.
Really? Sorry. You have a 5 o'clock shadow, and indeed it is indeed 5 o'clock.
Yes. I'm totally awesome. Okay. So don't you have this kind of a weird body reactions, Andrea-san?
I don't think it's really weird, but for example, you know how because I have allergies, I have hay fever. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but it won't come out. And so when I was young, my mother would say, well, if you're going to sneeze, look at the light or look at the sun, and the bright light will make you sneeze. And so I tried it, and it works. It always works. It works every time. So, you know, that irritating feeling where like, you're going to sneeze, but it's not coming out, but it's really irritating. Just look at the sun.
No way.
And usually you can sneeze if you look at a bright light.
Is that true?
It's true for me. I think it's true for many people.
Was it a popular myth or something?
It's not really a myth because it's true.
I never heard of it.
Really? Maybe it's an American thing.
I guess so.
Maybe that's a weird body reaction then.
Yes. Oh, I want to find out this kind of a unique myth from America. So, let me share unique body reactions around the world.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be interesting.
Yes. Have you heard of the word ASMR?
Yes, I have, but I didn't know what it meant the first time I heard it, so I had to look it up, and then that's how I knew what it was. It's very popular, isn't it?
Yep. I forgot about the meaning. What's ASMR stand for? Do you remember?
I don't remember either. I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, it's related to sound.
Yeah, sound. R is probably reaction or something.
Right.
A is probably audio sensory something reaction. I'm guessing.
And this means there's this reaction where certain sounds give people pleasant tingles on their scalp.
Okay, so like they feel like some
Zoa, zoa, zoa.
on their scalp, which is very pleasant. Okay.
Yes.
I've listened to AMSR. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. Depends on what it is. But I don't feel tingles. How about you?
I never felt tingles from this ASMR. But this is why this ASMR is or was popular.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And then I have heard about this also. We feel something like when you hear a sound, you can hear sound. When you touch something, you feel it. You feel the texture. You see a sunset. There's a sunset, of course.
Right.
But some people feel multiple things at once.
From one thing.
Right.
So like you're looking at a sunset, so you can see it, but also maybe you can hear it.
Right.
Or you can smell it. Something like that.
Right.
I've heard of that, actually. I don't have that, but I have heard of that before. Yeah.
And there's this example when you see a color, someone can smell something.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes. And then someone, when they heard that sound, they feel like they are eating something.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
I'm not that interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah. In a way, this might be a disorder, I think.
Yeah, but it's kind of it is a disorder. It's a sensory disorder, if I remember correctly, but it is very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like a mikaku shogai or...
No, it's not a shogai. It's not like a disability. It's more like a plus. You can do extra things. You have extra powers.
Extra power.
Yeah.
Like a superhero.
Yeah, it's like a superpower. Yeah, it's like a superpower.
Cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I wish I had that, but I don't.
So let's go back to this listeners. For someone like Itidai 513 with food sensitivity, what kind of a hint can we give?
So Ichidai-san has food sensitivities. Like they can't try new foods. It makes them not feel well. I don't know. I mean, personally, I would avoid that food.
Okay.
But I understand, like, sometimes you do want to try new things.
Yes.
And, sometimes you have to. Like, if you are traveling, you have to try, some new foods. So maybe eating something that you are okay with, that you already know, eat that together with or alongside the new food, and maybe just have a little bit of the new food. Kind of get
Okay.
used to it. You get used to it gradually, maybe.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think that's the only answer for it. Yes, I have the same answer as you do.
Okay. Yeah. So either avoid it, and if you can't avoid it or you don't want to, then just eat it alongside something that you know you're okay with.
Yeah.
And gradually just eat a little bit at first and then gradually get your body accustomed to that food. Maybe.
Yeah, just try it. Try new food with a smaller portion.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Yeah. But then I would also say, like, if you try it and you still feel sick, you don't feel well, I wouldn't force yourself to eat something like that.
Okay.
It's okay to not try everything.
True, very true.
It's okay. You can't do it. It's fine.
Okay, thanks again to Ichidai513 for sharing his experience with new food.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah.
And have any of the listeners found your unique body reactions? Share your thoughts about it.
That would be interesting to know. I think each person, everyone has some reaction or some food sensitivities and, allergies, of course. So it would be interesting to see what everyone else has sensitivities to.
Okay. All right, that's all for this episode. But don't forget to catch your next one.
This is CrossTalk, signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.
Bye.